Hello everybody and welcome to lyranara.com and lyranara.me, the place where you can find the best natural holistic tools for diagnosis as well as therapy, and some of the most amazing natural supplements that you can get anywhere. And in today's video we're gonna talk about one of the most important parts of your body if you want to remain healthy, and it is your liver. And we're gonna explain you how the liver works, why it's so important to maintain it in a healthy state. And of course, as always, we're gonna concentrate on holistic solutions that help you prevent liver diseases as well as cure them without any side effects in a totally natural way. So without further ado, let's dive right in and learn more about our liver, how important it is, and how to keep it healthy. So the liver is one of the most important organs in our body, and it is pretty unusual in that it has a double blood supply. The right and the left hepatic arteries carry oxygenated blood to the liver, and a portal vein carries venous blood from the gastrointestinal tract to the liver. And the venous blood from the gastrointestinal tract drains into the superior and inferior mesenteric veins, and these two vessels are then joined by the splenic vein just posterior to the neck of the pancreas to form the portal vein. And this then splits to form the right and left branches, each supplying about half of the liver. On entering the liver, the blood drains into the hepatic sinusoids, where it is screened by specialized macrophages that are called Kupffer cells to remove any pathogens that manage to get past the gastrointestinal defenses. And the plasma is filtered through the endothelial lining of the sinusoids and bathe the hepatocytes. And these cells contain vast numbers of enzymes that are capable of breaking down and metabolizing most of what has been absorbed. The portal venous blood contains all of the products of digestion absorbed from the gastrointestinal tract, so all useful as well as non-useful products are processed in the liver before being either released back into the hepatic veins, which join the inferior vena cava, just inferior to the diaphragm, or stored in the liver for later use. And because of this specific blood circulation, the liver is directly related to the heart and the lungs, and to all of the other organs. That's why it's so important to maintain it in a healthy state, as blood flows directly from the portal vein to your heart and lungs. So if you don't have a healthy liver, you can also develop heart diseases as well as lung diseases and many, many more. This is why the quality of life in general depends on your liver being healthy and functioning perfectly. The main function of the liver is to supply blood with nutrients such as carbohydrates, proteins and fat, to stores sugar, or it changes to change excess sugar into fat or vice versa. And this is the energy management the liver is responsible for in your body. How does the liver metabolism work in more detail? Well, the digested proteins are split into original building blocks by your liver, from which thereafter the body builds its new own proteins. Like a filter, the liver removes harmful substances, cellular debris, pollutants such as alcohol, nicotine, chemical substances, and drugs from your blood, and these are then changed into water-soluble, unpoisonous substances so that the kidneys can excrete them. So the liver is the most important detoxifier of your body. If the liver is overwhelmed by toxins, it becomes swamped and its filtration quality is significantly reduced, and the liver swells and gets finally sick and completely destroyed even. Dead blood corpuscles decomposed by the spleen are changed by the liver into bile and are eliminated with gallic acid produced by your liver. Bile is supplied to the duodenum for fats and protein digestion, which produces a brown-colored urobilinogen in the intestine, giving your stool the color brown. Disturbances in the bile production will color the stool yellow or even whitish light gray, and your urine will become dark brown since the bile is eliminated through your kidneys. Excess of this bile is concentrated and stored in the gallbladder. Sadness and anger are also the results of liver metabolic sicknesses, whereby the liver metabolism can be influenced through the sense of hearing. Thus, good music normalizes liver metabolism in depressed patients. Sadness and anger destroy the liver, which is shrinking and finally disintegrates, which is called liver atrophy. By overeating and overdrinking, the liver metabolism and with it the complete basic metabolism of the body can also be disturbed. Chronic conditions such as rheumatism and cancer are coming into play. The liver becomes hardened and harmed by the different bad juices, actually metabolites ingested from too much bad food. Bad juices pour into your blood through the portal vein and thereafter into your chest, so into your lungs, and ascend also to the brain, causing also mental disturbances, especially angriness. So persons who have asthma, chronic fatigue, eczemas with often light fever and strong headaches and cannot find the cause of their illness must check if their liver metabolism is still doing okay. Because the stomach is involved in this, persons cannot eat much and are allergic to almost everything. So now that we've learned why maintaining your liver in a healthy state is so crucial for general health, let's go into the meat of this presentation, which is recommendations on how to maintain your liver healthy and how to take care of diseases that have developed already in a natural way, of course, in a holistic, natural way without side effects. So some first aid recommendations up front. Liver damages of any kind, chronic liver conditions can be ameliorated by fasting for 10 to 14 days. What diet should you follow? Where you can drink liver tea and reverse osmosis water during the day and eat only one time per day, either a veal knuckle broth or a salad. Do not eat meat or dairy products, and fat should come only from healthy oils like extra virgin cold pressed olive oil or coconut oil and ghee. You can also have some bread done at home from ancient spelt, coconut and chestnut flour. It's also recommended that you eat some fresh chestnuts, almonds, and always add some spices such as galangal and hyssop. And transaminase will start to normalize after 10 to 14 days of fasting. So first, try some fasting, 10 to 14 days as we recommend here, and normally you should see results already. Many liver conditions are also the result of poisoning through alcohol, tobacco, medicines, and immoderate eating. So it's recommended that you change your whole lifestyle, you do not overeat or overdrink, and you stop smoking and drinking. Reduce food to 1 to 2 meals per day. Stop medications also, which make you feel tired and create allergies and abdominal fullness, bloating, burping, etc. Liver chronic diseases also, as we've discussed already or touched upon already, harm the lungs as the blood from the liver flows first to your lungs. And therefore some natural remedies can treat the liver and lung afflictions at the same time. What are some of the natural remedies that we recommend for your liver and lungs? Hart's tongue fern elixir. You boil it in white wine with honey, the hard tongue fern leaves, and you drink this concoction before and after meals. 1 small glass of this elixir only will do it. It will clean and heal the liver and your lungs and regulate the hormones as well as eliminate the slime and the inner decay. Chestnut kernels are highly recommended. Add these in some honey and eat small portions during the day. It is of benefit for a liver and many other inner organs. The chestnut tree is healthy from the roots to the kernels. Chestnut kernels contain, for example, GABA, biogenic aminic acids necessary for your neurotransmitters and muscles, plus vitamins A, B, as well as C. Also of great effect is lavender flower extract to overcome liver pain and a feeling of pressure in a congested liver. You boil it in white wine, the lavender flowers, and sip from this drink during the day. Hyssop extract is good to clean your liver and get a good mood. It's also can be used as a spice. And also you can add a spice hyssop and eat raw almonds. Both will reduce your sadness and anger. Another problem that develops often because of liver deficiencies are gallstones or gallstones. 20% of the world population develops gallstones in their life, in some stage of their life, and there are far more people who have gallstones in the liver than those who have gallstones in the gallbladder. Therefore, a surgery to remove the gallbladder makes in most cases no sense and has serious health consequences. So we advise against it. Gallstones in the liver are the main impediment to acquire and maintaining a good health, vitality, and a balanced mood, as well as harmonious emotional state. And they also slow down the aging process. And most people who have physical complaints show perfectly normal liver enzyme levels, despite the liver bile ducts congestion and obstruction, and this makes liver stones mostly undetectable. Standard clinical tests never reveal the occurrence of gallstones in the liver because of the consistency of gallstones. Gallstones are made of fatty acids that are not visible for CTs or X-rays or ultrasound. A fatty liver appears white due to the fat coating, and in such cases the ultrasound images show up to 70,000 liver stones, all being cholesterol based up to 80%. The gallbladder stones can be made up of 20% minerals, predominantly calcium, cholesterol, and bile pigments, and therefore these are easily detectable. Today, due to our lifestyle, it is almost impossible not to have intrahepatic gallstones. The origin of most diseases can be easily traced to the liver congestion and liver ducts obstruction that are leading to liver inflammation and malfunctioning. Other organs, inflammations and obstructions in the body are directly or indirectly linked to restricted liver function and performance, though to impasse caused by gallstones. The presence of chunks of hardened bile and other trapped organic or inorganic substances in the liver and the gallbladder greatly interfere with digestion, toxins purging, excretion, and the presence of harmful substances in your bloodstream. And why are we talking here about gallstones and your bile? Because the liver bile has multiple functions with deep repercussions in the proper functioning of every organ in your body. The WHO indexed 12,000 diseases with over 44,000 symptoms, and we will reduce then to this number to 2 major causes, which are deficiency and toxicity. And bear in our minds that causes are not the same as effects and symptoms. What are the functions of the bile? Well, the bile assists the digestion of fat and proteins as well as minerals and calcium. It helps maintain proper acid-alkaline balance and with a bitter taste. Major detoxification organ as well. Filters more than a quart of blood per minute. Plays an important role in prevention and healing of cancer and heart diseases, especially the bile pigments bilirubin and biliverdin show strong anti-mutagenic and antioxidant properties. The bile also, unless trapped in the ducts, stops cells to mutate into cancer cells, and this is known for over 6,000 years from Ayurveda medicine. Creates also an uninterrupted and constant stream of enzymes, nutrients, cholesterol, and hormones. The liver is also the main organ responsible for distributing and regenerating your body's fuel supply. It breaks down complex food and biochemicals and is synthesizing proteins. The liver is the filtering and cleansing system of your blood and deactivates harmful hormones, alcohol, and drugs, so it detoxifies. Bile is deacidifying and detoxifying your intestines, and the constipation is the most common problem emerging from bile obstruction through stones. Major diseases are also caused by biliary and gallbladder stones, so digestive issues of all kind, intestinal disorders such as morbus Crohn, food allergies and constipations, diseases of your mouth, stomach ailments such as gastritis, duodenal ulcers, H. pylori infection, cancer, pancreas diseases such as diabetes and pancreas cancer, liver illnesses, so all infectious liver conditions such as hepatitis, cirrhosis, jaundice, and cancer. Cardiovascular problems are generated mainly by protein excess in the blood. Coronary vessel diseases here, strokes, HBPs, and heart enlargement. Spleen shrinking or spleen enlargement, poor circulation, varicose veins, hormonal imbalances, body estrogen surplus followed by weight gain and breast cancer, lymphatic system clogging and weakness of the immune system, lymphomas, respiratory disorders such as asthma, pneumonia, and COPD, disorders of the urinary system caused by acidic waste that are dumped into the lymphatic system, and nervous system disorders, joint and bone ailments, disorders of the reproductive system, skin diseases, and so on and so on. So you can see here why it is so crucial of maintaining good health of your liver, your bile, and to avoid gallstones and many other conditions that in turn cause other serious disorders themselves. What are the symptoms you should be on the lookout for when it comes to gallstones? Well, your body is an intricate network of information and cellular communication, as we know, and thus many symptoms occur overall over the whole body and manifest differently, but still some of the symptoms might be disturbed digestion and irregular excretion, food allergies and intolerances, bloating, abdominal fullness, as well as tenderness, pain under the right rib cage and in the right shoulder scapula, tennis elbow as well as frozen shoulders, numbness in your legs, general weakness in the legs, especially your knees, skin marks, so black spots and small or large brown patches, moles and liver spots, vertical wrinkles between the eyebrows, dark temples color, oily skin of your forehead, hair loss in the central region of your head. You should also look out for nose marks. They are hardening and thickening of the nose tip, red nose or cleft nose. Eye marks, so skin color under the eyes is yellowish. You have water-containing bags under your eyes, a white cloud covering the pupils, constant redness in the while of the eye. The eyes have lost their natural luster and shininess, or you have problems with your vision. Pay attention to that. Then also your tongue, your mouth, your lips, and your teeth. Tongue is when it is coated yellowish or whitish, especially on the back of your tongue. Teeth impressions on the sides of your tongue accompanied by white mucus discharge, cracks on the tongue, repeated mucus discharge on the tongue, bad breath and often burping, crust formation on the corners of the mouth, dark spots on your lips, swollen enlarged lips or tightly closed mouth, swollen, sensitive, bleeding gum, inflammation deep in your throat, and many tooth problems. Also, pay attention to your hands, your nails, and your feet. White fatty skin on your fingertips, for example, should not be present. Dark red fingernails, whitish nails are not good. Horizontal indentation in the nails, vertical ridges in the fingernails, white dots in your fingernails, hard protrusion on the football, feet have a yellowish skin, hardness of the tip of the fourth toe or callus under the fourth toe, curving of the first toe, white color rugged surfaces of the fourth and fifth toenails. You should also pay attention to the constitution of your fecal matter. If your stool emits a sharp, sour, or penetrative odor, it's not good. Stool, when it is coated with a thin mucus, when it is dry and hard, when the feces look pale, whitish, gray, or clay color, you have floating stool or frothy, foul-smelling stools. All of this could be symptoms of gallstones. But the good news is there is a natural therapy called the flush therapy for your liver and gallbladder to get rid of all these problems, or some of them. And ridding the liver and the gallbladder of gallstones is one of the most important and powerful approaches to improve your general health. Andreas Moritz is the father of the liver flush, and you can see his book here on the right, and we recommend you read it also. It's called The Amazing Liver and Gallbladder Flush. And the liver and gallbladder flush requires 6 days of preparation, followed by a cleansing to remove the stones. What do you need? Well, freshly squeezed apple juice every day. Make it yourself from organic apples and drink 1 liter per day. The malic acid, which is one major component in apple juice, is softening the stones. Alternatively to apple juice, you can drink 6 ounces or 240 ml of sour tart cherry. You can buy. Tart cherries are 4 times more concentrated in malic acid than apple juice. Alternatively, you can buy also malic acid powder. 60 grams of Epsom salt, which is magnesium sulfate for oral ingestion, or magnesium citrate for colon cleansing. You dissolve it in 24 ounces or 710 milliliters of distilled water, and you take 4 tablespoons. Also good, and you need for this flush pure extra virgin cold pressed olive oil, 250 milliliters thereof, and 180 milliliters of freshly squeezed juice from pink grapefruits. And during the 5 days of liver flush, you must avoid ice cold food and beverages. You should avoid overeating. You should not eat animal proteins and fats, except ghee and healthy oils. We recommend that you schedule your liver flush for over the weekend. Also stop medication if possible, such as antidepressants, anti-inflammatory drugs, antibiotics, cancer drugs, as well as regular supplements for that period. And on day 6, cleanse your colon before the liver flush. You can use an enema or hydrocolonics. After you've prepared your ingredients, as described in the last slide, here's how you perform the flush, your liver and gallbladder flush, to get rid of your gallstones according to Moritz. On day 6, you take your last meal at about 1 p.m. Thereafter, you take an enema to cleanse your colon. At 6 p.m., you take 180 ml of Epsom salt solution, because the Epsom salts dilate your bile ducts but contract the gallbladder. Both effects are helping with eliminating the gallbladder stones. At 8 p.m. on day 6, you take your second Epsom 180 ml solution and you will start having bowel movements. At 10 p.m. on day 6, you prepare the grapefruit juice and add it to 120 ml of olive oil, even better to 250 ml of olive oil, and shake it well. And if you still have bowel movements from the Epsom salts, delay the olive oil with the juice. Drinking will help. Day 6, 10 to 11 p.m., you drink the olive oil and grapefruit juice mixture in maximum 5 minutes. and lie down immediately with your head higher than your abdomen. Lie still for about 20 to 30 minutes. Put your attention to your liver also, and thereafter you can take your normal sleeping position and try not to come out of bed as far as you do not have bowel movements. On day 7 at 6 to 7 a.m. upon awakening, drink 1 or 2 glasses of slightly warm water. Try to be in a sitting position the whole morning, although you may feel tired and eventually even nauseous. Take your third Epsom salt solution. Then at about 8 to 9 a.m. drink your fourth Epsom salt solution. After the bowel movements have stopped, start adding some fruit juice and later on some fruits to bring your diet back to normal. And on day 8 you can start eating only vegetarian food and drink enough water to rehydrate your body in order to remove the stones and create enough bile. Contraindications for this liver flush are bowel obstruction, weakness, acute inflammations that you're suffering from, constipation and as well as hemorrhoids, pregnancy and nursing. Do not do it during your menstrual cycle, also not while you are performing chemotherapy, and if you have a stent in your biliary ducts, also it's not recommended. Next up, let's talk about some homeopathic remedies for your liver that are highly recommended by us. First up are Chelidonium, Carduus marianus, as well as Natrium sulfuricum. Natrium sulfuricum is the most valuable homeopathic remedy for liver problems like jaundice, hepatitis, and other bilious complaints. Chelidonium, Arsenicum album, as well as Phosphorus are top homeopathic medicines for liver problems such as hepatitis. Carduus marianus, as well as Phosphorus, are effective homeopathic medicines for liver problems like cirrhosis, dropsical conditions. Picricum, Acidum, and Lachesis are the best homeopathic medicines for liver problems such as a fatty liver. Chionanthus, Natrium sulfuricum, and Crotalus horridus are top-rated homeopathic medicines for liver problems such as jaundice. Berberis vulgaris and Chionanthus are popular homeopathic medicines for liver problems such as gallstones. And here we see some very good homeopathic remedies against gallstones. First up, Chelidonium majus. It's a top natural medicine for gallbladder stones with strong pain. This homeopathic medicine offers the best treatment for pain due to the gallstones and jaundice when there is an obstruction of the bile ducts. The most important symptom for using Chelidonium is pain under the right shoulder blade and under the right rib cage. In jaundice, this homeopathic medicine can be used when the skin is yellow, your urine is dark in color, and your stool is yellowy gray or whitish colored. During jaundice, the tongue becomes yellow and flabby also. Nausea and vomiting may also occur, and the patient requiring Chelidonium may show a desire for very hot drinks along with the above symptoms. It's also very beneficial homeopathic remedy for gallbladder complaints that occur during pregnancy. Next up is Lycopodium clavatum. It's a natural treatment for gallstones pain when they are accompanied by gastric symptoms like acidity, gas in your abdomen, or a bloated abdomen. When a patient complains of distension of the abdomen from eating even a very small amount of food, when the gas rolls in your abdomen and passes out with difficulty, the patient also mainly complains of acidity that gets worse from taking starchy food. Also, if he complains or she about a reduced appetite and a fullness feeling in the abdomen, even when eating very little. There's also an unusual craving for sweets and hot drinks along with the gastric symptoms. Well, in all of these cases, Lycopodium clavatum works great. Calcarea carb is another top homeopathic medicine for gallstones. This homeopathic remedy is very beneficial for obese patients with a fatty and flabby constitution. The abdomen contains excess of fat with its hardness and distension. The other constitutional symptoms include profuse sweating on your head and sensitivity to cold air. There's also an unusual craving for boiled eggs or strange things like chalk, pencils, and lime. The patients also dislike hot food and like cold drinks. Calcarea carb can also be used to relieve sour belching and sour vomiting due to gallstones. Great also, Cardus marianus again is the best homeopathic remedy when the gallbladder is inflamed. There is pain in the right upper abdomen in your gallbladder region, which is accompanied by nausea and vomiting of burning fluid. Cardus marianus can also be used to treat jaundice in gallstones. Phosphorus is another great homeopathic treatment for gallstones in patients who complain of sour belching and vomiting after eating. The patient also likes cold drinks, ice creams, chicken and fish. This homeopathic medicine is also used for treatment of jaundice when the stool is very offensive with great weakness. A polyp refers to an abnormal growth in the gallbladder rising from the mucous membrane lining from the gallbladder. It usually does not give rise to any symptom and accidentally comes to notice during the ultrasound for some other abdomen complaint. Homeopathic medicine here is Calcarea carb again. It is very beneficial in treating gallbladder polyps. Calcarea carb has the innate ability to remove polyp growth, not only from your gallbladder, but also from other parts of your body, like your nose. But there are more homeopathic remedies for gallstones, so let's talk about them as well. In acute cholecystitis, there is a severe pain in your gallbladder region, which is your right upper abdomen, mid part of the upper abdomen or below the right shoulder in your scapula. The severe pain is accompanied by nausea, vomiting, loose stools or fever. And here the natural homeopathic medicines are Chelidonium, Belladonna and Cardus marianus, which are considered very efficient homeopathic treatments of gallstones in such cases. The presence of stones in common bile ducts lead to the duct's obstruction, and that is a very critical condition. Obstructive jaundice, fever, vomiting and abdomen pain are the main symptoms of gallstones in the common bile duct, and here we recommend Chelidonium, Feltauri, Myrica, Cardus marianus as well as Chionanthus. They are of great help in treating such cases. However, as the condition may lead to critical consequences, it is important to have a surgeon's opinion to know the severity of the condition and whether it can be treated with medicines or it requires a surgical intervention. So don't fool around with these complaints. Go and consult your surgeon for sure. Berberis vulgaris is of great help for treating sharp stitching pains in your gallbladder, and the pain may get worse from applying pressure in this case. Colocynth is the ideal homeopathic remedy when the pain is of a cutting, shooting nature and gets better by applying pressure. China is the ideal natural homeopathic remedy for acute pain in the gallbladder when the whole abdomen is bloated with excess gas and you also experience vomiting of undigested food. Acidity or dyspepsia includes burning in your stomach, sour or burning type of belching, nausea, vomiting, and a bloated abdomen. All these symptoms may occur due to gallstones. Here the natural homeopathic medicine is Nux vomica. It is prescribed for patients complaining of acidity after eating. Such patients complain of sour burps, nausea and weight in the stomach after eating. When they drink coffee, spicy food or alcoholic drink, drinks. It also raises the dyspeptic symptoms, and Nux vomica yields excellent results with these symptoms and conditions. The homeopathic medicine called pulsatilla is the top herbal remedy for gallstones when eating of excessive fried or fatty foods like butter or cream leads to acidity. Uh, Also, Robinia, meanwhile, is used for treatment of the burning type of burps with excessive gas in your abdomen, and also when you have sour vomiting. Arsenicum album is also very beneficial when the vomiting occurs immediately after eating or drinking anything. Burning type of pains in your abdomen also usually appear. Homeopathic medicine called ipecac or ipecac gives very good results when there is persistent nausea and vomiting. And even after surgical removal of your gallbladder, patients experience gastric troubles like acidity, gas in the abdomen with a bloated feeling, and the best homeopathic remedies to deal with such cases are Raphanus, Natrium phos, and Carbovec. Raphanus can be used with much efficiency for treating excessive gas in your abdomen after removal of your gallbladder. Natrium phos is the best remedy to treat sour belching and sour vomiting with much acidity in your stomach, and Carbovec is the ideal remedy for burning in the stomach with a distension of the abdomen due to accumulation of gas and when your digestion is very weak and slow. But wait, there is more. There is more stuff, natural solutions that you can apply to maintain your liver healthy and to get rid of illnesses that have already developed. And we here, Lyra Nara, of course, specialize in such solutions. And we offer compounded remedies for different liver health conditions. And these are either liver detox remedies, gallstones dissolving remedies with the elimination or cirrhosis support, and all these remedies are part of our new HERBESO product line that we've just introduced. So we have the HERBESO liver detox. It's a blend of different homeopathic and herbal detoxifiers for your liver. We have the HERBESO gallstones breaker. It's a blend of herbal extracts to help move out the gallstones and reduce gallbladder attack pain. And then we also have developed a HERBESO liver support, which is a blend of herbal and homeopathic remedies to support liver cirrhosis, fatty liver, and liver inflammation. And of course, as with all of our presentations, I'm going to post the links to all of these amazing products in the description box below. And also there are some great holistic therapy devices, non-invasive, that you can use to assist in your liver therapy. First up is the Aquatone Advance. It helps detox your liver. It increases the rheology of your blood and your lymph and reduces pain. Then also the Tower Medical System. It's a biofeedback and acupuncture diagnostic and therapy system. It's needleless acupuncture with light and sounds. It also includes Chinese herbs, remote and homeopathic therapy, a great system that we recommend. Color tuning, biofeedback, and advanced phototherapy devices, because color therapy helps your liver and helps eliminate the gallstones. Geno 62, it's a sound and ultrasound therapy device that adjusts your body's biochemistry. It has anti-cancer programs, autonomous nervous system, balance programs, and much, much more. Then the Kindling Easy biofeedback device. It's a diagnostics and bioresonance therapy for multiple chronic liver conditions. We also recommend the Vision Color phototherapy system, which where you choose a light to relax the gallbladder, to support your liver enzyme balance, and to detox. And last but not least, the Med Matrix system is one of the most efficient and powerful detoxification tools on the market today. And as always, the links will be in the description box below to all of these amazing devices. Alright, so let's sum up what we have learned about our liver and how to maintain it in a very healthy and well-functioning state. The liver is the biggest inner organ and has very important functions for your whole body, as we have seen. It is the major detoxifier. It regulates the metabolism of proteins, carbohydrates and fats, as well as the energy supply to your whole body. And due to the liver-specific physiology, liver sicknesses influence also your lungs, your heart, your brain, kidney digestion and excretions, and joint and bone health. Major liver health conditions are liver inflammations, jaundice, gallstones, hepatitis, which are infectious conditions, cirrhosis, as well as fatty liver. An unhealthy liver is a result often of overeating, overdrinking, excessive alcohol, nicotine, and use of pharma drugs, as well as unhealthy food in general, a foolish lifestyle, a lot of sadness and angriness that is not dealt with, and therefore the first aid for liver healing is to change your lifestyle and your nutrition, as we've discussed. Gallstones are formed in the liver and in your gallbladder, and a gallbladder surgery does not help and creates more health complications. There are numerous natural herbal extracts and homeopathic remedies that we've discussed in this presentation that will help significantly restore your liver's health. Some of the most important ones again are Chelidonium majus, Cardus marianus, Phosphorus, Hart's tongue fern, Hyssop, Stonebreaker, and much more, as we've discussed. And Lyra Nara also offers 3 unique products from our original HERBESO product line, where natural products are blended with ultra pure pharmaceutical grade DMSO, and they are also very recommended to maintain a healthy liver and to eliminate gallstones, which can create many health issues, as we discussed. Just follow Andreas Moritz's liver flush procedure that we've shown you, and also highly recommended to keep your liver in a healthy state and your whole body. Therefore, bioenergetic and phototherapy devices, they can help you a lot to heal and ameliorate liver illnesses. For example, red lasers help eliminating gallbladder stones and relieve pain. Acupuncture with the Tao medical system reestablishes your meridians balance. Aquatone Advanced improves blood and lymph rheology. Kindling Easy and the Geno 62 system are specifically used for many chronic diseases, and the treatment with both of these devices is highly recommended for liver therapy as well. And last but not least, one of the most efficient detoxifying systems on the market today, the MedMatrix system. It's an ideal detoxification tool that guarantees you a healthy liver and much more. And as always, if you have questions, please call us 1-888-773-3196. We love to talk to you. We love to advise you on what is best for you. It doesn't cost you anything, so don't be afraid. You can also contact us at shop@lyranara.com. And until next time, I hope that you found this presentation interesting. Share, like, and subscribe as always, and stay healthy.